are. I'm in beautiful Atlantic City, New Jersey right now.
Okay. I'm in beautiful Asheville, as you can see behind me.
Are you just on like
I'm gonna start recording, just so you know. Is that cool? I'm gonna start it. Okay, I'm gonna start recording now. I'm
great?
sitting above the city of Asheville, high atop a mountain, dreaming of Q Hall.
And I'm
All
all the
right.
way.
There's Alex.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my God, I had to switch browsers because I don't have Zoom on my computer anymore.
Okay.
Yay!
All right. Fabulous.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
That's okay. I was just telling Al that I'm sitting on top of a mountain above Asheville, looking down
Really?
and dreaming of Q Hall. Really?
That's
It's not,
so
it's not a
cool,
backdrop
Jen.
that I
That's
created.
awesome.
Backdrop.
Anyway,
Oh
where
wait, you're
you at, Al?
joking.
What?
Where you at, Al?
Oh,
So I am in Atlantic City. I'm gonna hop on a plane so that I can get home and plan to rest up for Saturday.
Okay. Where you at, Alex?
I'm at home. Yep,
Cool.
I'm at home and drinking coffee.
It's a good place to be. All right. Well, I'm gonna just cut to the chase because I don't want to take too much of anybody's time up, and I want to keep it short so I can post it. But basically, this was an idea that Al and I had to kind of set up a little chat about how we could talk about Q Hall, just to let folks know like what it's about, who it embraces, and all that jazz. So I'll just say, I'm JJ Pope. My pronouns are she, her. I identify as a lesbian. I am the founder, creative genius behind a lesbian Nashville. So I'll ask both of you, and Al, you go first because you figured out how to use your computer first.
Yeah.
What does a lesbian bar mean to you? And then what questions do you have about it? Q Hall.
So I'm out. Not fine. But really love lesbians. Um, and so when you first started talking about this idea, the thing that I thought was so cool is celebrating lesbian and dyke identities from a vantage point, because I think especially thinking about butch identities, lesbian and dyke bars were spaces where people could really play with gender in a way that was protected within a community. So I think celebrating that part of lesbian culture and identity and the aesthetic of that. So I love the concept because I think I feel welcome. I feel like I'm going to be respected because I know that's the part of lesbian and dyke culture that you're seeking to represent, is the part that's celebratory and that encourages people to be who they are.
It's awesome. Jen, was Al breaking up for you at all?
You're on mute.
Jen?
Sorry, I was muted. But yes, Al broke up a little bit on me, but I got the most of it.
Good, good.
I got the meat of it.
Good.
Actually, what I think I missed were pronouns. So maybe if you could say them again.
Yeah, let me move away from this building. My pronouns are they, them, and I identify as trans and non-binary. But I absolutely love lesbians, lesbian culture, and I love celebrating lesbians and lesbian culture. And I think you might have caught the other parts of what I said.
Yeah, I think that was the only piece that I missed, and it's kind of crucial. So cool. All right, Alex, I'll pass it over
Thank
to
you,
you.
Al. Should I go? My name is Alex Krug, and I identify as they, them, and I also identify as non-binary and queer. And what appeals to me about a lesbian bar is, it's I think, to be honest, because I grew up Christian, like a lot of you, probably. And I grew up rural. There was no place that celebrated queer culture, whether that's the LGBT or Q plus. So I'm excited about getting to experience the safety and fun of your dream, Jen. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I was pretty rural and pretty sheltered, and I've been to some like gay bars, but they were like really small and not well attended, which is, I'm grateful that that exists, but I'm just really excited about your whole process, even before it being open, just your thought process and who you're bringing in, and because life is process. Sometimes we meet our goals, sometimes we get close, or sometimes we exceed our goals. So I'm excited about the vision, and I'm excited about learning more about lesbian culture. I don't identify as lesbian, but I love lesbians, and I love the idea of holding that in a safe way and making it fun, and it being a place for queers.
Yeah, I want to add to that, like, also growing up in a rural space. Can y'all hear me okay? Am I still okay?
Yeah.
Just having people's experiences centered that don't get centered very often. Like the idea of having women's sports on. I know all kinds of people who want to watch women's sports who can't find them anywhere. And so that in and of itself is pretty remarkable. Another part of it is I remember there were a couple of lesbian bars that I've been to in the course of my life. One was called Tinks, and it was like in the middle of nowhere in Louisville. And there's just a whole vibe. Like there's just a whole vibe to a lesbian bar where it's a feeling that you just don't get anywhere else. And it's hard to describe. And so I'm also just curious to see how you do it, how we do it, how anybody who shows up does it, because it's going to be about who's there at any given point in time. But there was also like an unapologetic vibe and feel to it. It's like we're being this for us, we're doing this for us. There was another one in Philly that I went to. Same thing. I could not tell you what it was, but there was a vibe that was just so cool and felt like so authentic and so excited to be itself. That yeah, I'm stoked for it, and I am excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I'll say what you're saying there. Like when people ask me when I say lesbian bar, I'm like, lesbian bar is the vibe. We are inclusive. We're for the whole LGBTQ, 2SL plus advocates. Everybody's welcome, and we embrace all of that. And that's my vision for it. So yeah, and of course the women's sports bar piece to it, which highly influenced by Portland, Oregon sports bra. So I gotta give them a shout out. And also the Lesbian Bar Project documentary, which I watched. So both of those things, and just ongoing conversations that I've had with you and both of you and a lot of other people in my chair that are part of our community, that I think that this is a space that we need, that everybody wants. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Saturday. And
I'm
we'll
looking
take it from
forward.
there.
Yeah. Can we also
Yeah.
just say, like, everybody in your chair? I think it's so cool. This is like the queerest thing, that basically a bunch of people came and got their hair cut by you,
Mhm.
and we're like, yo, JJ, you know all the queer people.
Yeah.
How about you do a thing where we can go hang out?
Yeah.
And started mentioning it to people, and people were like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. A little tighter in
Oh
the
my
back.
god. I just had an idea. What if there is just a little mini platform and a chair in the center, and at any point a haircut could happen?
Just
A lesbian-
anytime.
Listen, we're
Just
gonna have,
anytime while
have-
watching soccer.
we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see.
What if it's just like tight fade Tuesday?
Something like that. I could see it happening. I am going to be having a little bit of there will be a little raffle on this Saturday, and I am going to be, one of the giveaways is going to be a lesbian haircut. And that doesn't mean like you have to be a lesbian to get it. And it doesn't have to be a lesbian style, but a lesbian will give it to you.
That's the best.
That's so great.
All right. With that, I'm going to
Oh
hop
my
off
God.
and let y'all go. And I'm going to wrap it up, and I will see
I
you
could
both
talk about
Saturday.
this for a
We
long
could
time.
we'll talk about it some more on Saturday.
Yeah. And we'll do this again, but
Yeah.
I will get back to the right part of the country, and we
Yeah.
can talk more.
And maybe we could get some more.
Thank
Like
you.
we could do these more regularly as we
Yeah.
try to build up.
Yes.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Jen.
Thank
to see
you.
Thank you, Al.
All right.
Bye.